Hello everyone! Today, Little Shark will share some knowledge of electricity with you. Speaking of electricity, what comes to mind? Tesla motors, lightning, charging your phones, wires, Zeus's weapon, or Thor's hammer? Electricity is a type of energy, a convertible energy. Electricity has always existed in nature. Ancient Egyptians first found that electric fish could generate an electric shock, so they were referred to as the thunderers of the Nile. In ancient Greece, Thales of Miletus conducted a research. He found that rods of amber could be rubbed with cat's fur to attract light objects like feathers, and so found static electricity. In fact, the English word for electricity actually originates from the Greek word electron, which means amber. Later, many great scientists explored electricity. Benjamin Franklin made a famous experiment with a kite and proved that lightning is an electric phenomenon. Later, his portrait was printed on the United States $100 bill. Count Alessandro Volta invented the world's first electrical battery, the voltaic pile, which provided humans with a more reliable source of electrical energy. Michael Faraday discovered electromagnetic induction and then invented the electric motor, which can generate stable electric power. Later, Alexander Graham Bell invented the first telephone. Thomas Alva Edison invented the long-lasting electric light bulb. Guglielmo Marchesi Marconi pioneered work on radio transmission. Electricity gradually came out of the lab and into our lives. What on earth is electricity? An atom is the smallest constituent unit of ordinary matter. From the colossal universe to tiny leaves, everything is comprised of atoms. An atom is composed of an atomic nucleus and electrons. The atomic nucleus cannot move, while electrons orbit around it. They all have electric charges. The atomic nucleus has a positive electric charge, whilst the electrons are negative. When all the electrons flow in one direction, an electric current is made. Electric current can only exist in the electrical components of a closed circuit. The interconnection of electrical components is called an electrical network. This usually contains batteries, wires, switches, and electrical appliances. There are two basic ways of connection. One is series circuit, which composes solely of components connected in series. The current goes from an anode to a cathode in the circuit. If somewhere is disconnected, the whole circuit will break down. Another way is called a parallel circuit. The current starts from a node through different loops and finally converges at the cathode. Any problems that happen in the different branches won't affect the others. According to various usages, engineers will design different circuits to meet different needs. For example, holiday lights or Christmas tree lights, where it is easier to connect a long series of bulbs in a series circuit. But if one light fails, the whole circuit breaks down and all the other bulbs will go out. So we'd better connect them in a parallel circuit. What's more, all our home appliances, like air conditioners, refrigerators, and televisions, are all connected in a parallel circuit. Shutting down any of it won't affect other appliances. But some components must be connected in parallel, such as switch and fuse wire. They act as a control device to provide overcurrent protection, so they won't have any effect if they are connected in a parallel circuit. Series and parallel circuits are two basic ways of connection. Based on these two ways, engineers have invented circuits with very complex designs, as well as making electrical circuits a lot smaller and far more complicated. A finger-sized circuit board can integrate hundreds of thousands of electronic components. This kind of integrated electronic circuit board can be seen everywhere in our lives, such as our cell phones, computers, televisions, etc. The integrated circuit has become the cornerstone of modern civilization.